You wake up one morning, swing your legs out of bed, and instead of that familiar stiffness or dull ache in your hips, you feel light, free, like your body finally remembered how good it's supposed to feel. The truth is, aging doesn't have to mean slowing down or living with constant pain. What if the secret to staying strong, energized, and youthful isn't hidden in expensive treatments or miracle cures, but in a few simple daily habits that anyone can do? Release tight knots. Releasing tight knots is one of the most effective and natural ways to find relief from chronic hip pain, tension, and stiffness that can limit your daily movement. Many older adults experience discomfort in their hips, pelvis, or lower back, and while stretching may provide temporary relief, the root cause often lies deeper within the muscle tissue. These painful knots, also known as trigger points, form when a small section of muscle becomes overly tight and contracts continuously. Over time, this restricts blood flow, builds up waste products, and creates localized pain that can radiate into surrounding areas. The outer gluteal muscles, located around the sides of the hips and buttocks, are among the most common areas for these knots to form. They play a major role in stabilizing the pelvis and supporting every step you take. But when they become weak or tight, they can create deep, aching pain that feels like it's inside the hip joint itself. Releasing these tight spots not only eases the pain, but also restores flexibility, balance, and freedom of movement. To release these knots, you don't need any fancy equipment or complicated routines. A simple tennis ball or massage ball can work wonders. Begin by finding a flat, firm surface, such as the floor, and lie on your back with your knees bent. Place the tennis ball under your outer gluteal area, around the side of your hip or buttock, where you suspect the pain is coming from. Slowly shift your weight toward that side until you feel the ball pressing into the muscle. It's important to move gently and with awareness, because the right spot will often feel very tender or achy when you first find it. When you're on the correct point, you'll feel a distinct, dull ache, not a sharp or shooting pain. This sensation means you've found an active trigger point, and pressing on it can bring significant relief. The goal isn't to roll around aggressively or to crush the knot. Instead, the key is to stay still and let your body relax into the pressure. Hold that position for about 60 to 90 seconds. During this time, try to breathe deeply and slowly. As the muscle begins to relax, the pain will start to ease and the area will feel less tight. If the pressure is too intense, don't push through it. You can reduce the discomfort by shifting some of your body weight off the ball, supporting yourself with your opposite leg, or using a softer ball. The process should be uncomfortable but tolerable, what people often describe as hurts so good. This discomfort is a sign that the muscle is responding and that blood flow is returning to the restricted area. As you work through the area, you may notice several knots clustered together. That's normal. The outer gluteal muscles are large, and tension can spread from one point to another. Move the ball slightly around the area, searching for other tender spots, and repeat the same hold and release process. Depending on where you place the ball, you may find it more effective to lie halfway between your back and your side. If the tight spots are closer to the outside of your hip, lying almost completely on your side might work best. Always support your head and neck with a pillow or folded towel so you stay comfortable and avoid strain. One crucial thing to remember is to never press the ball directly into your hip bone. The purpose of this technique is to target soft tissue, not bone. Applying pressure on the bone can cause irritation rather than relief. Once you've released a few knots, gently stretch your hips or stand up and walk around. Most people notice an immediate difference, a sense of looseness and improved movement. The area may feel warm, tender, or slightly sore afterward, which is a normal response as fresh blood circulates through the muscle. This improved blood flow helps flush out waste products and delivers oxygen and nutrients that promote healing. You can safely use this self-massage technique once or even twice daily, especially if you've been sitting for long periods or notice stiffness in your hips. Over time, as the muscles become more relaxed and pliable, you'll find that the pain diminishes and your range of motion improves. It's also a powerful way to prevent future pain, as regular release work keeps your muscles supple and responsive. Beyond just physical relief, releasing muscle knots can also bring mental and emotional benefits. Chronic pain often leads to frustration, stress, and tension that spread throughout the body. When you take a few minutes each day to release these knots, you not only relax your muscles, but also calm your nervous system. Your breathing slows, your mind quiets, and you start to feel more grounded. For older adults especially, this practice can become a simple but meaningful part of daily self-care, a time to tune into your body and reconnect with how it feels. While this method offers powerful relief, it's part of a bigger picture of maintaining hip health. The real magic happens when you combine muscle release with strengthening exercises, stretching, and healthy daily habits. But even on its own, the tennis ball release is an empowering tool. It allows you to take control of your pain and healing without depending solely on medication or professional treatment. Older adults who adopt this simple practice often find that their mobility improves, their pain levels drop, and their overall energy increases. The body begins to feel more fluid, less bound by stiffness. Everyday tasks, like walking upstairs, getting up from a chair, or bending to pick something up, start to feel easier. This kind of progress builds confidence and motivates you to keep moving, which is essential for long-term health. Think of muscle release as giving your body a reset button. It's a way of clearing out the old tension that accumulates over time, especially if you've been sitting a lot, sleeping in awkward positions, or dealing with stress. Each time you take a few minutes to release your hips, you're helping your body function the way it was designed to, strong, balanced, and pain-free. The next time you feel that familiar ache in your hip, instead of reaching for painkillers or ignoring it, take out a tennis ball and give this method a try. Find that tight spot, breathe deeply, hold steady, and let your muscles unwind. Over the course of a week or two, you'll notice how much freer your body feels. And once you experience that relief, it's easier to make this a regular habit. The truth is, no matter your age, your muscles are capable of healing and regenerating when given the right care. You don't have to live with chronic hip pain. With a little patience and a simple tennis ball, you can release the tightness that's been holding you back and reclaim your strength, comfort, and mobility. Your body will thank you for it, one deep, relieving breath at a time. Strengthen outer glutes. Strengthening the outer gluteal muscles is one of the most powerful steps you can take to eliminate hip pain, restore balance, and keep your body moving with ease as you age. These muscles play a crucial role in stabilizing your pelvis, supporting your lower back, and maintaining proper alignment throughout your entire body. When they are weak, your hips can become unstable, your pelvis can tilt out of position, and your other muscles, especially those in your back and thighs, are forced to take on more work than they should. This imbalance often leads to tightness, pain, and poor posture. The outer gluteal muscles are designed to help you stand upright, walk smoothly, and maintain balance with every step. But if you've been sitting for years, living a mostly sedentary lifestyle, or dealing with long-term hip pain, these muscles can become underused and weakened. The great news is that you can strengthen them with simple, targeted exercises that don't require any special equipment or high-impact movement. The outer gluteal muscles consist mainly of the gluteus medius and gluteus minimus. These muscles are located on the sides of your hips, slightly above the larger gluteus maximus that makes up the bulk of the buttock. Their main job is to stabilize the pelvis when you walk or stand on one leg. Every time you take a step, one side of your pelvis drops slightly, and these muscles on the opposite side engage to lift and balance your hips so you don't wobble or fall. When they're weak, your pelvis can tilt excessively from side to side as you walk, which strains the joints and soft tissue in your lower back, hips, and knees. Over time, this can lead to chronic hip pain, discomfort when standing, or even a noticeable limp. Strengthening these muscles doesn't just prevent pain, it helps reverse the cause of it. When your outer glutes are strong, they hold your pelvis steady, support your spine, and reduce unnecessary tension in your lower back. You'll notice improvements in your balance, posture, and even the way you move throughout your day. One of the most effective ways to strengthen these muscles is through a controlled exercise known as a closed chain movement. Closed chain exercises are those where your feet remain in contact with the ground, forcing the muscles to work in a functional, natural way, just like they do in daily life. To perform this simple strengthening exercise, stand tall with your feet hip-width apart. Then, shift your weight onto the leg of your sore or weaker hip. You can hold onto a wall, chair, or countertop for balance if you need to. Now, focus on the muscles on the outside of your pelvis, the ones you feel near your hip bone. Gently squeeze those muscles to tilt your pelvis upward on the opposite side, as if you were trying to lift one hip slightly higher than the other. Move very slowly and with control. Then lower your pelvis back down just as slowly and repeat. This movement may sound small, but when done correctly, it's incredibly effective. It isolates the outer gluteal muscles and forces them to engage in a natural way. The key is not to use your lower back or opposite leg to help with the motion. Keep your torso upright, your shoulders relaxed, and your core gently engaged. Focus entirely on the outer hip muscles doing the lifting. You should feel a mild to moderate burn in the side of your hip after a few repetitions. That burn is a good sign. It means the muscles are activating and growing stronger. As the weeks go on, aim to increase your repetitions gradually. Your long-term goal is to complete about 20 slow, controlled lifts on each side without feeling that burning sensation. When you reach that point, it means your outer gluteal muscles have regained strength and endurance. At this stage, you can reduce the frequency to 2 or 3 sessions per week to maintain your results. However, don't stop completely once the pain goes away. If you stop strengthening these muscles, they can weaken again over time, and the hip pain may return. Treat this exercise as part of your regular wellness routine, just like brushing your teeth or stretching in the morning. Strengthening your outer glutes also has a ripple effect throughout the rest of your body. When your pelvis is properly supported, your spine stays in better alignment, which can relieve lower back pain. Your knees also benefit, since your hips play a major role in controlling the alignment of your legs. Even your feet can feel better, because strong hips distribute your weight more evenly when you walk. This one simple area of focus can truly transform your entire body's mechanics. It's important to approach this practice with patience and mindfulness. Muscle strengthening takes time, but every small effort adds up. Focus on the quality of each movement rather than the quantity. Move slowly, breathe deeply, and pay attention to how your body feels. This mindful approach not only makes the exercise more effective, but also helps you connect with your body in a positive, healing way. As you continue strengthening your outer gluteal muscles, you'll begin to notice subtle yet powerful changes. Your hips will feel more stable, your movements smoother, and your pain less frequent. You'll walk with greater ease, sit more comfortably, and sleep more peacefully. Most importantly, you'll have taken control of your own health and mobility. Building strength in these small but vital muscles helps you stay active, independent, and confident in your body, no matter your age. It's a reminder that true strength isn't just about big muscles or intense workouts. It's about stability, balance, and the quiet power that comes from caring for your body in simple, consistent ways. Be consistent. Being consistent is the single most important factor in achieving lasting results for your hip health, strength, and overall wellness. You can have the best exercises, the perfect release techniques, and the healthiest diet. But if you only practice them occasionally, your progress will always be limited. The human body thrives on repetition and adaptation. It learns, grows, and heals through consistent effort, not through sudden bursts of activity followed by long periods of inactivity. Consistency allows your muscles to rebuild, your joints to regain mobility, and your nervous system to develop new, efficient movement patterns. Without it, even the most effective routines can fail to deliver results. When you start working on relieving hip pain and strengthening your outer gluteal muscles, it's common to feel better after just a few sessions. The relief can be so noticeable that you might think the problem is solved. But what often happens is that after a few days or weeks, the pain begins to return because the underlying issue hasn't been fully corrected. The muscles are still learning to activate properly. The tight knots haven't completely released, and your movement habits haven't yet changed. This is why consistency is key. It's not just about short-term relief. It's about retraining your body to move in a healthier, more balanced way for life. Your muscles respond best to small, regular doses of movement. When you repeat an exercise or stretch daily, your body begins to recognize it as part of its routine. The neuromuscular system, the connection between your brain and muscles, strengthens through repetition. Each time you perform a controlled hip tilt or release tension with a tennis ball, your brain learns how to engage the correct muscles more efficiently. Over time, these movements become automatic. This is how long-term change happens, not through intensity, but through steady, consistent practice that reinforces new patterns. Consistency also helps build endurance. When muscles are weak or tight, they fatigue quickly, which can cause stiffness and pain to return. Doing your exercises daily, even for just a few minutes, teaches your muscles to hold proper tension for longer periods without becoming overworked. Think of it like watering a plant. A large amount of water once a month won't keep it alive, but small, regular watering ensures growth and health. The same principle applies to your body. Little consistent actions bring the biggest rewards. Another reason consistency matters is that the benefits of movement build upon each other. The improvements in circulation, flexibility, and muscle tone from one session create the foundation for the next. When you skip several days, those benefits begin to fade. The muscle tissue can tighten again, blood flow decreases, and your joints may start to stiffen. It's like climbing a hill. If you stop halfway and slide back down, you'll have to start all over again. But if you keep moving steadily, even slowly, you eventually reach the top and maintain that level of freedom and strength. Consistency doesn't mean perfection. You don't need to train for hours or never miss a single day. What matters is that you show up for yourself regularly. Even 5 to 10 minutes a day can make a remarkable difference when you do it with intention. The idea is to create a habit that becomes part of your lifestyle. Over time, the effort will feel less like a chore and more like a natural part of your day, something your body looks forward to because it feels so much better afterward. Building consistency often starts with setting realistic goals. If you've had hip pain for a while, begin with simple steps. Release the tight muscles with a tennis ball once a day and do your strengthening exercise right afterward. Choose a specific time, such as first thing in the morning or before bedtime, so it becomes part of your routine. When you tie a new habit to something you already do every day, it's easier to remember and stick with it. For example, you might decide to do your hip exercise right after brushing your teeth or after your morning coffee. These small cues help anchor the new habit in your brain. You'll also find that consistency helps build motivation. When you start noticing small improvements, less pain when you walk, better balance, or the ability to move more freely, it reinforces your desire to keep going. Each session becomes a reminder of your progress. It's natural to have days when you feel tired or unmotivated, but remembering how far you've come can give you that little push to stay on track. On those days, remind yourself that even a short session is better than skipping altogether. Your body doesn't need perfection, it needs persistence. It's also important to listen to your body as you build consistency. If you ever feel sore or fatigued, it's okay to modify your routine rather than skip it completely. For instance, you can perform a lighter version of your exercise or focus on gentle stretching instead. This keeps your momentum going without overloading your muscles. The key is to maintain the rhythm of regular movement, even if you adjust the intensity. This steady approach prevents you from falling out of your routine while allowing your body to recover properly. Consistency benefits not only your muscles, but also your joints and connective tissues. Regular movement nourishes the cartilage in your joints by stimulating the flow of synovial fluid, which acts as a natural lubricant. It also strengthens the tendons and ligaments around your hips, making them more resilient and flexible. These adaptations don't happen overnight. They require repeated stimulation over time. That's why even gentle, low-impact exercises done consistently can transform your hip health and mobility. The mental and emotional benefits of consistency are just as valuable as the physical ones. Developing a regular wellness routine gives you a sense of structure and accomplishment. It reminds you that you have control over your body and your health. This confidence builds self-discipline and a positive mindset, which can carry over into other areas of your life. When you show up for self day after day, you're not just building stronger muscles, you're building trust in your own ability to take care of your well-being. There's also a powerful psychological shift that happens when you move consistently. The act of doing something nurturing for your body, no matter how small, reinforces a sense of self-respect and gratitude. You begin to view exercise not as a task to check off, but as a form of self-kindness. This mindset makes it much easier to stay consistent in the long run because you're no longer forcing yourself. You're caring for yourself. To help maintain consistency, track your progress. Write down when you complete your exercises or note how your hips feel each day. Seeing your efforts on paper can be incredibly motivating, especially on days when progress feels slow. You might notice patterns, such as less pain after morning sessions or improved energy after regular practice. These observations can help you tailor your routine to what works best for your body. As weeks turn into months, your consistency will begin to pay off in noticeable ways. You'll move with more ease, feel stronger in your hips and legs, and experience less discomfort during daily activities. Tasks that once felt difficult, like getting up from a chair or walking long distances, will start to feel natural again. This progress doesn't come from doing something extraordinary, but from doing ordinary things regularly. Eventually, your body will begin to crave the routine. The movements that once felt challenging will become second nature, and you'll realize that you've built a sustainable habit that supports your lifelong health. When you reach this stage, maintaining your progress becomes effortless. You won't have to push yourself as hard because the foundation is already there. You'll have trained your body to stay strong, flexible, and pain-free through simple, consistent effort. Consistency is the quiet force behind every lasting transformation. It's not about dramatic changes overnight, it's about the small, steady steps you take every day that lead to profound results over time. When you commit to showing up regularly for your hip health through exercise, stretching, and mindful movement, you're not just fixing a problem. You're building a lifestyle that keeps your body active, your mind positive, and your spirit strong for years to come. Alive Healthy Daily, Living Healthy Daily is not about following extreme diets or rigid routines. It's about building a lifestyle made up of small, sustainable habits that nourish your body, mind, and spirit every single day. When you commit to taking care of yourself consistently, you create an environment in which your body can thrive. For older adults, especially those wanting to stay active, energetic, and youthful, living healthy daily means finding a rhythm of movement, nutrition, rest, and mindset that feels natural and enjoyable rather than forced. These small daily choices compound over time to create profound, lasting results in how you feel and move. The first and most foundational part of living healthy every day is movement. Our bodies are designed to move, and movement keeps our muscles strong, our joints flexible, and our circulation flowing. As we age, stiffness and muscle loss can creep in quietly if we spend too much time sitting or being inactive. The good news is that it doesn't take intense exercise to reverse this trend. Even gentle, regular movement, like walking, light stretching, or bodyweight exercises, can make a tremendous difference. The key is to move a little every day, even if it's just for 10 minutes. A short walk in the morning, gentle hip exercises in the afternoon, or simple balance drills while standing in the kitchen can all count. What matters most is consistency and intention, not intensity. Daily movement doesn't just strengthen your body, it also sharpens your mind. Physical activity increases blood flow to the brain, supporting memory, focus, and mood. It stimulates the release of endorphins, those natural feel-good hormones that help reduce pain and stress. Many older adults notice that when they start moving regularly, they not only feel physically better, but also more mentally clear and emotionally stable. It's like waking up your entire system. So, think of daily movement as both a physical and mental tune-up, something that keeps every part of you humming smoothly. Alongside movement, nutrition plays a critical role in daily health. The foods you eat are the raw materials your body uses to repair tissues, build strength, and maintain energy. As you get older, your metabolism naturally slows down, and your body becomes more sensitive to inflammation and nutrient deficiencies. That's why eating wholesome, nutrient-dense foods each day is essential. Focus on colorful fruits and vegetables. They're rich in antioxidants that fight inflammation and protect your joints and muscles. Include lean proteins such as fish, eggs, beans, and poultry to support muscle repair, and add healthy fats like avocados, nuts, and olive oil for heart and brain health. Whole grains such as oats, quinoa, and brown rice provide steady energy without the crash that comes from refined carbs. Hydration is another simple but powerful part of living healthy daily. Many people underestimate how much dehydration can affect their energy, mood, and joint function. As we age, our sense of thirst tends to decline, meaning we might not drink enough water even when our bodies need it. Make it a habit to start your day with a glass of water before coffee or tea, and keep a bottle nearby throughout the day. Proper hydration keeps your muscles supple, aids digestion, and helps flush out toxins. You'll be surprised at how much better you feel when you're consistently hydrated. Rest and recovery are equally important. The body heals, repairs, and rebuilds during sleep. Without adequate rest, even the best diet and exercise routine can't deliver full results. Older adults often experience changes in sleep patterns, but prioritizing quality rest is non-negotiable for maintaining vitality. Establish a calming nighttime routine. Dim the lights, avoid screens before bed, and create a cool, comfortable environment. Gentle stretching or deep breathing before bedtime can relax the body and signal your mind that it's time to unwind. Aim for 7 to 9 hours of restful sleep and listen to your body's cues. Rest isn't laziness. It's a crucial part of recovery and health. Another essential part of living healthy daily is managing stress. Chronic stress can wear down the immune system, increase inflammation, and make it harder for your body to heal or maintain balance. That's why finding small ways to manage stress each day is so powerful. This can be as simple as spending a few minutes in quiet reflection, practicing deep breathing, journaling, or even sitting outside and appreciating nature. Mindfulness isn't just a trendy word, it's a practice that helps you stay grounded and aware of how you feel in the moment. By calming the mind, you allow your body to stay in a state of healing and balance. Social connection is also a big part of daily wellness. Humans are wired for connection, and isolation can take a real toll on both physical and emotional health, especially in older adulthood. Make it a daily goal to connect with someone. Call a friend, smile at a neighbor, or share a meal with family. These small moments of connection release oxytocin, the hormone that promotes feelings of trust and happiness. Staying socially engaged can help reduce depression, improve cognitive health, and add meaning to your day-to-day life. Ultimately, living healthy daily isn't about perfection or strict discipline. It's about rhythm, awareness, and kindness toward yourself. Every small, positive choice adds up. One nutritious meal leads to better energy. One walk leads to better sleep. One moment of gratitude leads to a brighter mood. Over weeks and months, these daily actions compound into noticeable changes. Less stiffness, better posture, more energy, and a renewed sense of vitality. You begin to realize that aging doesn't have to mean decline. It can mean refinement. It can mean learning how to support your body and mind in deeper, wiser ways. When you live healthy daily, you create momentum. Your body responds with energy, your mind with clarity, and your heart with confidence. You start each day knowing you're taking small steps toward a stronger, more vibrant you. That's the beauty of it. Health becomes not a destination, but a joyful journey you walk every single day, one mindful choice at a time. And staying positive and connected is one of the most powerful ways to maintain health, energy, and vitality at any age. The body and mind are deeply linked, and the thoughts you nurture each day have a direct effect on your physical well-being. When you focus on gratitude, joy, and connection, your body responds with lower stress levels, stronger immunity, and a more balanced nervous system. Positivity doesn't mean ignoring challenges. It means choosing how you respond to them. It's about training your mind to look for possibilities instead of limitations, and to see aging not as a decline, but as a continuous process of growth and wisdom. Every emotion you experience creates a physical response. When you feel anxious, sad, or hopeless, your muscles tighten, your heart rate increases, and your immune system weakens. Over time, this kind of chronic stress can contribute to pain, inflammation, and fatigue. But when you feel calm, hopeful, or joyful, your body releases hormones like endorphins and oxytocin that promote healing and relaxation. These positive emotions lower blood pressure, improve circulation, and enhance the body's natural ability to repair itself. That's why maintaining a positive mindset is just as important as any physical exercise. It's mental exercise that strengthens your emotional resilience. A positive outlook also helps you stay motivated in your health journey. When you believe that improvement is possible, you're more likely to stick to your routines, stay active, and take care of yourself. Many older adults who maintain a sense of optimism and purpose age more gracefully than those who feel defeated or disconnected. It's not about denying the reality of aches, pains, or changes that come with age. It's about acknowledging them without letting them define your life. Each day you wake up and choose to move, nourish your body, and think positively, you're taking back control of your health and happiness. Connection plays a huge role in this process. Humans are social beings. We thrive when we feel seen, heard, and valued by others. Social connection has been shown in countless studies to improve longevity, cognitive health, and emotional well-being. People who maintain close friendships or community ties tend to live longer, recover faster from illness, and experience less depression. When you share time, laughter, and experiences with others, your brain releases oxytocin, the hormone that promotes trust and emotional bonding. This not only lifts your mood, but also helps reduce inflammation and strengthen your immune system. Staying connected doesn't have to mean being surrounded by large groups of people. Even 1 or 2 meaningful relationships can make all the difference. It could be a daily chat with a neighbor, a phone call with a family member, or attending a local fitness or hobby group. What matters most is genuine connection, sharing, listening, and supporting one another. For older adults, joining community activities or volunteering can be especially fulfilling. Giving your time and energy to others creates a sense of purpose and belonging that fuels both the heart and mind. It's easy to underestimate how loneliness can affect health. Chronic isolation can increase the risk of heart disease, cognitive decline, and depression. That's why staying connected should be seen as an essential part of your wellness routine, just like exercising or eating well. If you ever feel alone, start small. Reach out to a friend you haven't spoken to in a while, or join an online community centered around a shared interest. The goal is to stay engaged with life, to keep forming bonds, and to remind yourself that you're part of something bigger than yourself. Positivity and connection also reinforce one another. When you surround yourself with uplifting people, you naturally start to think more positively. Likewise, when you focus on gratitude and kindness, you attract positive energy from others. One of the simplest ways to strengthen this mindset is through daily gratitude practice. Each morning or evening, take a moment to reflect on 3 things you're thankful for, big or small. Maybe it's a beautiful sunrise, a kind word from a friend, or the strength you felt in your body after your exercise. This practice shifts your focus away from what's missing and toward what's already good in your life. Over time, gratitude becomes a lens through which you see the world, and it changes the way you feel from the inside out. Another powerful habit is positive self-talk. The way you speak to yourself shapes your reality. Many people develop a habit of criticizing themselves or focusing on what they can't do anymore. But if you consciously replace those thoughts with kind, encouraging words, your mindset begins to transform. Instead of saying, "I'm too old for this," try, "I'm learning new ways to stay strong and healthy." Instead of thinking, "My body is slowing down," remind yourself, "My body is adapting, and I'm giving it what it needs to stay active." These small changes in language can rewire the way you think and feel about yourself. Being positive doesn't mean pretending that everything is perfect. It means maintaining faith and perspective even when things are difficult. Life will always bring challenges, but positivity helps you meet them with strength rather than fear. For instance, if you experience pain or stiffness, instead of becoming frustrated, you can view it as feedback from your body, a reminder to move, stretch, or rest. This mindset transforms obstacles into opportunities for growth. It's not denial, it's empowerment. Another key part of staying positive and connected is finding joy in simple, everyday moments. Many people wait for big events or milestones to feel happy, but happiness often hides in ordinary things. A cup of tea in the morning, a warm conversation, the sound of birds outside your window. When you start noticing these small pleasures, you train your brain to find beauty in daily life. This awareness creates a steady sense of contentment that lasts much longer than fleeting excitement. Staying positive and connected means choosing to live with an open heart. It's about nurturing kindness within yourself and sharing it with others. When you combine a hopeful mindset with meaningful relationships, you create a powerful ripple effect, not just improving your own health, but inspiring those around you to do the same. Each smile, each kind word, each moment of gratitude adds light to your day and strength to your spirit. And that, more than anything else, is what keeps you truly young, healthy, and alive from the inside out.